So it's already time. We have waited 2 more minutes more than our starting time. All right.
We have already sent the test paper in your WhatsApp groups. எல்லாருக்கும் வந்திருக்குதா? பூபேஷ் வந்திருக்கா? தத்வதிகா வந்திருக்கும், மகாலட்சுமி வந்திருக்கும். எல்லாம் பாருங்க.
Yes sir.
You try to do that because
I will also share that paper here. So you can continue, keep doing. We will give you 1 hour time from now. So by 8:45 max, you should complete doing your paper so that we will have at least half an hour to 45 minutes for discussing the paper. Last class, we didn't have much time to discuss the paper. So no use of keeping a test without discussing it. So we need at least half an hour to 45 minutes. So please get started. Good evening, Poon Tamilarsi.
Tamilarsi, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, good evening.
அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காங்க மேடம், அதை பண்ணுங்க. Then we will discuss.
Can you all see this? Those who have not seen the paper in the WhatsApp, you actually, sir has shared question paper in all the groups. So you will see the paper in the groups. You can have it and then you can work it out directly. Or if you are not comfortable that way, you can just use this sharing and then you can proceed with your answers. For the newcomers, children, what you have to do is take a fresh paper, mark the question, and then opposite mark the answer, correct answer. Whatever you think is the correct answer, the answer option, you have to mark it. And then in a paper, just take a photo and send it to my WhatsApp. WhatsApp that photo to me personally, because I'm going to give you the review of your answers. So I want everyone when you send the photo to my WhatsApp, you have to give your name also. It should come with the name. Okay, otherwise I will not know who is sending. You all understood? So how many ever are there? Now I think about 7 of you are there. All the 7 have to finish and send the 1 second. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
I've sent Gauri madam's WhatsApp number in the chat box. அது அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன் மேடம், உங்க நம்பரை
இப்ப திருப்பி அனுப்பியிருக்கீங்களா?
ஜஸ்ட் யாருக்காவது இப்ப சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல பாத்துக்கலாம் உங்க நம்பரை. கௌரி மேடம் வாட்ஸ்அப் நம்பர் போட்டு அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன். 9176657972. அந்த நம்பருக்கு நீங்க அனுப்பணும். அத போட்டோ எடுத்து ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி.
ஒண்ணுமே வரலையே சார். எந்த நம்பருக்கு சார் அனுப்பிருக்கீங்க?
இல்ல அந்த சாட் பாக்ஸ்ல நம்ம இந்த குரூப் இந்த கிளாஸோட சாட் பாக்ஸ் இருக்குல்ல, வந்திருக்கா? மத்த குழந்தைக்கு தெரியுதா?
ஓ ஓகே 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 சார்.
தெரியுதுங்க சார்.
குட் ஈவினிங். ரைட்.
Yeah, please get started, children. Quick, you have little less than 1 hour. Anyway, we have shared the paper long back. So keep doing. You have 1 hour time. Totally 49 questions are there. Any of you, any 11th standard students in this group now? Please unmute your mic if you are in 11th standard and say that. or else you can continue doing it.
I think எல்லாருமே 12th தான் நினைக்கிறேன். I think all of them are 12th, I think.
Okay. Are you all writing? 45 minutes more, children. Half an hour more, children.
Sir, ma'am has left the meet. Ma'am is asking to let her in, sir. Sir, Sir,
பார்த்தம்மா, இப்பதான் கௌரிக்கு கூப்பிட்டுருக்கேன். அவங்கள அட்மிட் பண்ண சொல்றேன். அவங்கள வர சொல்றேன் நான் அப்புறம்.
okay, sir.
மேடம் ஜாயின் பண்றதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க மேடம். மேடம் இப்ப வாங்க, இப்ப ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க மேடம். இப்ப ஜாயின் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. இப்ப ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க மேடம். இல்ல இங்க வரலையே, இன்னும் அட்மிட்டன் வரலையே. சரி இருங்க, நான் கேன்சல் பண்ணிட்டு மறுபடியும் நான் இது பண்றேன். ஆமா, க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு முதல்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க, நான் அட்மிட் தரேன். இருக்காங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாருமே இருக்காங்க. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க, மேடம் வராங்க, ஜாயின் பண்றாங்க மறுபடியும், வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. மேடம் அகைன் ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க ப்ளீஸ். இல்ல பை மிஸ்டேக் நான் அந்த டினை அடிச்சிட்டேன். நீங்க ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. வெல்கம் மேடம்.
At least 4 students are still there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you will have time to discuss answer papers, children, because I was thinking I need to discuss answer papers very elaborately today. Don't know what to do now because we don't have time. At least we will discuss how much ever we can, and rest of the paper we can discuss in the next class. Is it okay? All right. So we will discuss as much as we can. All right. I am sharing the answer paper now. I got only two answer papers. Poon Tamilarsi and Tatwadika only has sent the paper. What about Muthusamy and Bhupesh?
Miss, I will send now.
Yeah, please send. What about you, Muthuswamy? You have to do the paper on your own. Please don't take any help. Only then we will know where we stand.
Ma'am, I will send, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Yeah, Bhupesh has sent.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, very good, ma. முத்துசுவாமி அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து என்ன யாருமா ஆக்சுவலா அந்த ஐடியில இருக்கிறது யாரு முத்துசுவாமியா இல்ல யார் அது
ரேவதி மேம்
ரேவதி நீங்களும் கொஞ்சம் அனுப்புங்கம்மா சீக்கிரம் வி ஹேவ் டு ஸ்டார்ட் ஆல்ரெடி எனக்கு லாக் அவுட் ஆகி ஐ காட் லாக்ட் அவுட் ஃபார் சம் ரீசன் ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வை all of a sudden I was thinking the screen went black and then when I switched it on again and then I found that I was locked out. Then I was trying to join again, I could not. Anyway, that's why it got delayed. Fine. So I am sharing the answer paper now. We will discuss it, okay? Yeah, first question. First option actually answer is the question will be one second, let me see the question. I don't remember the question. First is during the 8th month of pregnancy, testis descent into scrotal sac through inguinal canal. That is the answer. Actually, the testes are situated outside the abdomen cavity within a pouch called scrotum. The scrotum helps maintaining the low temperature of the testis, like for about 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, lower than the body temperature. So only in that temperature spermatogenesis can happen. If the temperature is increased, the spermatogenesis process will be affected. So this, I mean, like the thermoregulator, this is something, the scrotal sac is something like a thermoregulator of the testis. So the testes start the development in the abdominal cavity. So adana the testes are male sex organs. They produce sperm and a class of hormone called androgen. In most cases, the testes descend into the scrotum in the last month of pregnancy. That is 9th month, mostly in a normal cases 9th month. That's what they say. 270 days plus or minus 7, they say. So before the 9th month, just before 1 month before the 9th month, they testes descent to the scrotum sac before the birth. So the testes move down the tube through the inguinal canal into the scrotum. So, under the effect of testosterone hormone, so testosterone hormone makes it happen. All right. If a child is premature, I mean, this is not asked in the question, I'm just giving it to you as a extra information. Just keep that in mind. If the babies are premature, then, and that is if it happens to be a male baby, the testes do not descend into the scrotum and then remain inside the abdominal canal itself. Keep it in the incubator, and then it takes little time for the child to grow and all that. You might have heard. I mean, the premature babies, they keep it in incubator for some time, for a month or something. That is because the brain, like whatever maturity or the development, whatever is remaining should complete before the baby is actually in the gets into the growth stage outside the womb. So maybe in that period it may come to the scrotum sac, or it may not. If it doesn't come, then it remains like a abnormality throughout his lifetime. All right, now we move on to the second. Please note that the answer option is let me see the question first. Second is odd man out. See here, epididymis, seminal vesicle, Cowper's glands, prostate gland, and Bartholin's glands. In all this, epididymis, seminal vesicle, Cowper's, prostate gland, they are all male sexual organs. And Bartholin glands is female sexual. That is the odd man out here. See, B. The Bartholin glands named after Caspar Bartholin the Younger, also called Bartholin glands or greater vestibular glands. Actually, are two pea-sized compound alveolar glands located slightly posterior onto the left and right of the opening of the vagina. These two glands. First, to lubricate the vagina, that is a function of them. And they are homologous to bulbourethral glands in males. Like homologous means, I mean, like they are similar to bulbourethral. You can compare it with them, with bulbourethral glands in males. So I mean, in terms of functions. So the male reproductive system can be split into 7 parts. What are they? The penis, the testis, epididymis, the scrotum, then spermatic cord, and the prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland, and the seminal vesicle. So whatever the other options you had, they are all, the male reproductive system. This one is the odd man out. That's why the answer is option B. And then third question. In the diagrammatic representation of male reproductive system is given below. Identify the labeled parts in the sequence. In this, you can see A is the glans penis, B is the foreskin, skin covering that, and then C here is the C is the epididymis. And then next D here, it is the urinary bladder. And then this is the vas deferens. Okay. And testicular lobules. Here, the whatever the small tiny lobules, whatever you see here in this diagram is the testicular lobules. And this passage is the urethra. That is the G. So this is the order it is asked. So in whatever order it is asked, I mean, is it labeled like that? So option C is the only thing which is labeled like that. So the option is C. Now fourth, select the wrong statement. Fourth, A is the cell, also known as the ovum, is a female reproductive cell. The egg cell is released from the ovaries in the female reproductive system. Follicles present in the ovaries are responsible for the production of female sex organ, estrogen and progesterone. They also contain the ovum, which gets released after the maturation of the follicles. Now here, what are the other options you have? Ovum produces estrogen and progesterone. Ovary contains many groups of ovarian follicle. And glans penis is covered by prepuce. And outer wall of uterus is perimetrium. So ovum produces estrogen and progesterone அப்படிங்கிறது is not right. Okay, so that is the wrong statement there. So estrogen and progesterone are produced where? In the ovaries. Okay, so the answer option is A. Now 5B, one second, oh my God. Fifth question. In most mammals, the testes are located in scrotal sac for spermatogenesis. Why? For the same reason. For mammals, the scrotal sac is there. That keeps a temperature regulation, or it acts as a temperature regulator. So for the spermatogenesis to happen, so sperm production. So that's why a scrotal sac testis is located in the scrotal sac because the temperature is less there, 2 to 2.5 degrees less than the human body. Let me see what other information I have. Okay. Sixth one, labia minora is actually the answer is E, hairless inner folds of vagina. There are two organs here, two parts, labia minora and labia majora. They are two different parts actually. The labia minora is actually, like we say, colloquially it can be also said as smaller lips and larger lips. Also known as the inner labia, the inner lips or nymphae, or two flaps of skin that are part of the primate vulva, extending outward from the inner vagina and urethral opening to encompass the vestibule. The fleshy outer lip of the vulva are known as the labia majora, whereas the inner lips leading to vaginal opening is the labia minora. So the both the things I have told you. So labia minora is the hairless inner folds of the vagina. So E is the correct answer. So seventh, analyze the following statements. Hymen is a reliable indicator of the virginity? No. Hymen, first of all, what is hymen? Hymen is a thin piece of muscular tissue that surrounds or partially covers the vaginal introitus. So, the small percentage are born with hymens that are imperforate and completely obstruct the vaginal canal. Otherwise, if it is partial, it can be easily, get turned. Based on that, testing of virginity is not correct. So, reliable, that is not an indicator of virginity. And then next. The milk which is continuously synthesized in ovular area and is stored in alveoli, milk duct, udder and teat cistern between milkings. So 60 to 80% of the milk is stored in alveoli and small milk ducts, while the cistern only contains 20 to 40%. So that means alveoli is the major part where the major amount of milk is stored. And clitoris is an erectile organ and is female analog of penis. The release of ovum is called oogenesis. Oogenesis is the process of formation of female gametes. So oogenesis is the type of gametogenesis through which ova, also called the female gametes, are formed, and the produced female gamete is known as the ovum. Whereas the release of mature egg or ovum from the Graafian follicle is ovulation. So, which is correct in these two? Hymen is a reliable indicator of virginity is not correct. And then is B and C. The clitoris is the counterpart of penis is correct, and milk stored in alveoli is correct. The other two, A and D, is not correct. So the option A, that is B and C, are true. All right. 8th question, optimum temperature for sperm production is? Actually, it should be 32 to 36 degrees, but the option here says 33 to 35. So we have chosen option C, but actually it goes up to 36 degrees, 32 to 36 degrees. Okay. 9th, function of seminal plasma. All of the above actually. It transports the sperms, gives nourishment to the sperms, and neutralizes the acidity in the uterus, all of the above. So the function of the seminal plasma is option D. So actually, what is seminal plasma? Seminal plasma is a fluid in the semen that contains secretion from the testis, epididymis, prostate, seminal vesicle, and Cowper's glands. So all of them together is a seminal plasma. Now, this plays an important role in providing nourishment and protection to spermatozoa. It acts as transport medium for sperms, and it contains various immune factors influencing the female immune system. So it's a very important fluid. The 10th question, the duct system of female reproductive system includes option A. See, the female reproductive system includes external and internal genitalia. So in that, external doesn't have ducts, only the internal have ducts. So the vulva and its structure from the external and its structure form the external genitalia. The internal genitalia include 3 parts. What is that 3-part system of ducts? What are they? The uterine tubes or the fallopian tube, the uterus, and the vagina. This system of ducts connect to the ovaries, the primary reproductive organ. See, the ovary is connected to the uterus by the fallopian tube or the uterine tube. The oviduct is the main duct of the female reproductive system. In humans, it is referred to as fallopian tube or uterine tube. It can also be referred to as oviduct. But in human, we say only fallopian or uterine tube. So in female human beings, there is a pair of fallopian tubes, one on either side of the uterus, that connects ovaries to the uterus. All right, children. shall we stop here or shall we continue? We can continue in the next class also. What? Okay. Because today we missed the class, can we have another class this week sometime, sir? Yeah, I will discuss with sir and then we will let you know. We can finish discussing the answer papers. Meanwhile, I can correct and send it to you before tonight. Whoever has shared the answer paper with me, you will get the answers right away. All right? Okay. And I can also attach the answer paper, what I have prepared for that. So if you go through that itself, you would have read the chapter and a lot more informations are there in that. So we will try to discuss the same thing. I mean, maybe for half hour, 1 hour, if we have time, sometime this week, we can do that. Okay? All right. Now, since it's 9:15 already, we will close the class. Okay, children. Good night.